You pull into work. Nice car. Clean. New. The neighbors notice. Your coworkers notice. You feel successful. But your bank account is quietly suffocating. The $620 car payment. The $2,400 apartment. The upgraded phone. The I deserve it dinners. You don't look poor. You just feel stressed. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The faster you try to look rich, the longer you stay broke. We're taught that success should be visible. If you earn $80,000, your life should look like $80,000. If you cross $100,000, it's time to upgrade. Better car, better neighborhood, better everything. Because what's the point of working hard if nobody can see it? Looking successful feels like proof. Proof you're moving up. Proof you're not behind. Proof you made it. And in America, appearance isn't just social. It's economic. People assume your lifestyle equals your wealth. But that assumption is the trap. Most middle-class Americans earning $60,000 to $120,000 aren't poor. They're leveraged. Their income is high. Their expenses are higher. Let's run the numbers. You make $90,000 a year. After federal, state, Social Security, Medicare, you might take home around $65,000. That's roughly $5,400 per month. Now subtract rent or mortgage, $2,300. Car payment, $550. Insurance, $300. Utilities, $300. Groceries, $700. Subscriptions, phone, internet, $250. Gas plus miscellaneous, $400. You're left with maybe $600 to $800. That's your margin. That's the space between survival and freedom. And one unexpected event, job loss, medical bill, transmission failure, wipes it out. You look stable, but you're financially fragile. That's the difference. You are not bad with money. You are responding to pressure. Humans are wired for status. In tribal history, status meant survival. More status meant more protection. Today, status looks like brands, square footage, and horsepower. The system feeds it. Advertising spends billions convincing you that your identity is incomplete without upgrades. Social media compresses the comparison cycle. You don't just compare to neighbors anymore. You compare to thousands of curated lifestyles daily. And here's the hidden system explanation. Consumer credit exists to monetize your insecurity. Car loans stretch to 72 months. Buy now, pay later makes everything feel affordable. Mortgage lenders calculate the maximum you qualify for, not what's wise. The economy grows when you spend, not when you save. So the system gently nudges you toward looking wealthy, even if it keeps you dependent. Let me tell you about two friends, Mark and Daniel, both 35. Both earning $100,000 per year. Both married, one child. Mark upgrades everything as income rises. New SUV, $68,000 financed. Big house in a top district, $3,400 mortgage. Private daycare, $1,500 monthly. Vacations on credit, for the memories. His monthly expenses, around $6,500 to $7,000. After taxes, he's barely breaking even. He looks successful. Now Daniel. He keeps driving a paid-off Toyota. Buys a modest home with a $2,100 mortgage. Public daycare. Simple vacations paid in cash. His monthly expenses? Around $4,000. Same income. But Daniel invests $2,000 per month consistently. At 7% annual return, that's about $24,000 per year invested. In 20 years, roughly $1 million. Mark invests almost nothing. In 20 years, he has memories and payments. One looks rich. One becomes wealthy. Looking poor is not about deprivation. It's about invisibility. When you don't signal wealth, three powerful things happen. First, you reduce lifestyle pressure. Nobody expects you to host every event. Nobody assumes you can just cover it. Nobody adjusts their expectations upward. Second, you protect margin. If your lifestyle costs $4,000 but you earn $6,000 per month, that $2,000 gap is power. Margin buys options. Options buy freedom. Third, and this is the uncomfortable truth, wealth grows best in silence. If you invest $1,500 per month from age 30 to 60 at 8%, that's around $2 million. But for most of that journey, you will not look rich. In fact, you might look average. Maybe even behind. That's the psychological test. Can you tolerate looking ordinary while building something extraordinary? Most people can't. Smart people separate income from identity. They don't let raises inflate their lifestyle immediately. If they get a $10,000 raise, maybe $7,000 goes to investing. They increase assets before appearances. They buy used cars with cash. They live below mortgage approval limits. They wear simple clothes, not because they're cheap, because they're strategic. They understand something powerful. Wealth is what you don't see. It's the paid-off house, the brokerage account, the retirement fund quietly compounding for 30 years. Looking rich attracts attention. Being wealthy attracts peace. And peace is underrated. When layoffs hit, the person with 6 months of expenses sleeps differently. When markets crash 30%, the person without debt doesn't panic sell. When opportunities appear, a business, a relocation, a sabbatical, the person with margin can say yes. That's real power. And it rarely drives a brand new luxury car. You don't need to look poor forever. But if you can embrace it early, you give your future self a gift most people never receive. Breathing room. Because the goal isn't to impress your neighbors. They're stressed too. The goal isn't to signal success. Signals don't compound. Assets do. If you live on $50,000 while earning $80,000 and invest the difference for 25 years, your future will not care what car you drove at 32. It will care about the freedom you built at 57. In a culture addicted to appearance, choosing simplicity is rebellion. Choosing margin is power. Choosing to look ordinary might be the most extraordinary financial move you ever make. If you want to understand money in a way that builds quiet strength, not loud illusions, subscribe. Because real wealth doesn't shout. It grows in silence. And sometimes, the smartest way to get rich is to stop trying to look like it